What's up, family? Can y'all hear and see my screen okay? Cool. We want to make this interactive, so if you have questions, please hop on and ask. You all see what I did?
Yep.
So check this out. I believe we overcomplicate this. First of all, there is no perfect strategy. There is no strategy that's going to allow you to win every trade. It just doesn't exist. So get that through your get that through your head right now. You will not win every trade. I don't care how good your setup is, how good your strategy is, because we don't control the markets. But you have to set certain conditions that when those conditions are met, there is no emotional attachment. When your conditions are met, you take the trade. This is a strategy I've been working on. 1 second. This is a strategy I've been working on. I've been testing it. Y'all jot this stuff down. I'm giving you what I do. You can test it for yourself. The RSI, that's the first indicator I use. Y'all know I don't trade with indicators when I'm trading regular Forex, but for HFX, I use indicators. The first indicator that I use is the RSI. I'll give you my settings. My upper band is 85. My lower band is 10. The colors don't matter. I've seen people ask, what colors should I use? Whatever you like. It's like dressing up. You wear whatever colors you like. My next indicator that I use, the stochastic. Same settings, 85 and 10. Normally, when you watch any training videos or hear from any educators, they'll talk about terms like overbought and oversold. And they usually have 20 for the lower band, 80 for the upper band. Well, I've been modifying the bands.
Doc, quick question before you continue.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't seem to locate that RSI.
Relative strength index, right there.
Where is mine?
I had to pause and think of what the actual name was. So, as you can see, this trade would have cleared. My stochastic. So, if you're using TradingView, which I use to mark up my charts and all of that good stuff, your indicators is this function symbol. Click it. Stochastic, first one. I need to star that, make it a favorite. The other one is the relative strength index. First one. My settings on the stochastic. Again, my lower band and my upper band are the same as the RSI, 1085. However, my inputs, I think the default inputs are 1433. I changed my K to 5. It makes no sense to go into the explanation of what K means. You can look that up. It's a whole bunch of math that most people don't like. My conditions I need for both the stochastic and the RSI to be in what is known as the oversold area, which is above my top red line, which is the upper band. If these two are above that upper band and starting to turn down, if you look closely, you'll see the itty bitty peak at the top is starting to turn down. So if I drop a vertical line, that may help you. Okay, line drop. Oh, V. As soon as I got that, I didn't even think about it. It's a put. It's like in basketball, you train enough to where you don't think about the shot. When the conditions for your shot are met, you take the shot. Does that mean you're going to score? Absolutely not. You might miss, but if you don't shoot, you're guaranteed to miss. That's it. Those are my conditions. Overbought stochastic, overbought RSI, put. So on a 5-minute chart, I took it for 3 minutes. I take 2 to 3 minutes on a 5-minute chart. Some people say take 3 candles. I don't. I like to get in and get out. So we would have been on to the next trade. So let's start from scratch again. Let's see if we can rewind this. There we go. Right. Let's do it right here. All right. So this is the market before all of that happened. Pay attention to the stochastic and the RSI. I'll try to slow it. Let me slow it down. There we go. Come back. Right here. Do it again. Pay attention. See, they're starting to go up. See this one peaking above the red line? This one is touching the red line. When you see that orange, in my case, it's an orange candle. That means it's a bearish candle. It starts orange, shoots up, then it gives me that wick. That's a sign. Look at where the RSI and the stochastic is. When I get that, I'm in on that next candle. Period. Because my conditions are met. That's a clear trade. Everybody tracking so far?
Yep.
There's no emotional attachment. I enter that trade, I move on and look for the next setup. Because once you enter it, you can't change it anyway. So there's no use in watching it.
After that third candle dot.
Say what?
What was the next candle after this? Is this a live market?
It's live now, yeah.
Okay. But see, I've been entering on, well, you know this.
Yeah.
I've been waiting on that cross.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see if my candle would have been the blue candle, and I would have been waiting 1 more minute.
Yeah, you'd have been in on this one.
Yeah.
I'm in as soon as I see my conditions met.
Hey Doc, it's Roger. Hey man, could you make that statement one more time when the Stoke was it Stoke or stock and the RSI are you make the trade. Can you finish? Can you
Absolutely.
I didn't catch it.
Let me see if I can enlarge them. There we go. All right. Look right here. See those starting to point down? Raj, you there?
Yes.
See these starting to turn down?
Yes.
Soon as I see that and I have that wick, this is what we call, I've said it before, and it'll take time to recognize. This is what we call an evening star pattern. When the middle wick is higher than the left and the right, that's an indication of a potential sale. Now, this is something else I do. This is just from experience and gut. But before I say that, so here are my conditions. Flipping down, evening star, put. Now, watch this. Let me get rid of all of this. Let me shrink these back down. I actually kind of like the size of that. I might leave that here for HFX. Now, if you notice, I had a support and resistance line. I didn't do that on the 5 minute. I did that on the 15 minute. So I had a support here. And then I had a resistance. I forgot what. Yeah, right here. Yep, right here. Why did I mark that? Make sure I address any questions.
You're talking about your resistance?
Yeah, I was making sure I addressed the chat questions.
Oh, they were asking in the chat. Oh.
Yeah, I'll give you the settings again. So I marked support on the 15 minute, and then I marked a resistance on the 15 minute. How did I mark that? Well, I always look at where price is active around a certain area. So it came down to this area. It bounced. It broke through. Look at that. It came right back to the same area. Now look, it's reacting at this area again. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's what I mark up.
Is that your Bollinger Band?
No, that is the, well, I'll take that back. I just found this today. This is the exponential moving average with Bollinger Band. Or something.
So it's a combination.
Yeah, something to that effect. EBB, there you go. It's the ebb. But I think it's an exponential Bollinger Band combo. Wasn't even looking at that though when I made this trade.
Right.
So I mark it up on the 15. Then I come down to the 5 to see the activity. If you want to get sniper entry, you go down to the 1. See that? But the 5 was enough. And my conditions were met, take the trade. It's that simple. It's no more thought beyond my conditions being met. And in this case, that would have paid off. So let's see if we can find another opportunity. And let me get rid of these bands right quick. Here we go. Is there anybody who does not recognize that this is a level of support? Cool. Mark that. Level of resistance. This is the, oh, my bad. This is the 5. 15. Okay. Even better. Right here. Right here. I like to trap price. So that's the 15. Drop down to the 5. I adjust right here. Right here. So now price is hovering between these two levels. Now if you want to be really risky, how I am sometimes, if it doesn't break out and it touches these levels, I trade a minute. But I wouldn't recommend that right now, especially if you're just getting started. So as you can see, the stochastic, whatever you want to say, is near the oversold area. The RSI is approaching, so we don't have a trade yet. There's no sense in sitting there waiting on it. Move on. Keep it moving. Nothing here. Nothing here. Technically nothing here, but I see a potential trade, but that's just because my eye is trained to see it.
So, quick question, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
You know you have the stochastic RSI. Are those the combination of the RSI and the stochastic?
Yes.
One?
Yes, it is. I don't use it, though, for these purposes.
Yeah.
We missed this one right here. See that?
Mm-hmm.
That'd have been perfect. Been in on the next candle. Let me mark it so you all can see it.
Okay.
See this peak, even though it was not completely over, if I'd have kept the regular overbought, it would be turning down. But this was over. That would have been enough for me. I'd have been in on the next candle for 3 minutes. And as you can see, that entire candle, the entire 5 minutes is good. So all I'm doing is going through. Going through. As your eye gets trained to spot certain things, sometimes you don't have to wait until the obvious conditions are met. Like right here. Obvious support. Let me put a rectangle down here so you can see it. Let's get rid of this. See how it's bouncing around that area? This is an area I would be looking for a potential trade.
On your 2 to 3 minute, are you doing fixed time?
No.
Okay.
No. I rarely do fixed time.
Gotcha.
Rarely do fixed time. So this is a potential trade I would be looking at. Why? Even though my conditions aren't met, because it looks as though it could potentially break this support. And then I have enough candle that needs to be mitigated where I will be confident in taking a 2 to 3 minute put.
So you're saying if it breaks that, oh well, never. There we go. Just get ready.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can still use the same principles of Forex trading. You just have to trust yourself and not over leverage. There's no need in enforcing anything. If you don't see it, just keep scrolling. Oh, wow. Look at that. Let's come up to the 15. When I don't see, if I've gone through all my pairs and I don't see my conditions being met, then I look at higher time frames to see what's happening. This is a more advanced technique. Watch this. Look at what I'm selecting I'm looking at what I call doubles. This is not a technical term. This is just something I look at. Two opposing candles with a similar bottom. Where's my ruler? Right here. Okay, that's about 35 pips. That's about 35 pips. Watch this. It's about almost 35 pips. So if it moves the same length and then pulls back, guess what I'll do? Mark it. I'll use this line. Mark it. As soon as I get that wick, 2 or 3 minute put. Why? Because it's done this the entire time. Outside of this, move 30, 35 pips, pull back. 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 Market moves in patterns. Yes.
I know you say you don't use the stochastic RSI. Being that it's combined, how would you see the RSI in that? I don't know if I'm working.
I wouldn't. I don't use it.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, if I don't use it, I'm not going to try to figure out how it works.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's too much bandwidth. That's like me saying I don't eat pork, but trying to figure out how to make the best ham sandwich. Yeah, I saw it. I said, you know what?
If you're trading on a 5 minute, right? And let's say you go through your pairs, nothing is really, you're not seeing your conditions how you would like them to be set up. And you move to a higher time frame. So let's say on the 15, you're looking at a 5 minute trade?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It depends on what's going on. Sometimes I'll look at the 15. Like if I see something happening on the 15, I'll move up to get the overall direction. To see if that direction is still in the favor of the trade I'm looking at. If so, I'll take a longer term trade, like 10 to 15 minutes. So like here. All right, let's look at longer. See, this is one what I would start really looking at. See what's going on around. See how it's hovering around this area? I would be looking for a potential breakout. So it would have to come out of this. If it breaks out of this, I have some candles to mitigate, so that's a potential good put. But I'm not gonna sit there and examine it and wait. I'm gonna mark it up and then I'll come back to it. That wick, that would have gotten me in right there. Plus the conditions look like they were met back here, which is, see that if I'd have taken that, that's potentially one I would have lost, which is all good.
The three candles though? What are you on? You're on the 15 minute?
Oh no, it would have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's money. Money in the bank. Right here. See if you all. This is the 15, right? So if price breaks that candle, that's a trade that I will be in. Drop down. See these? So I'm looking at this distance and I think to myself, I know within 2 or 3 minutes some of this distance has to be made up. So that's a potential trade that I would take. So all of this stuff you practice on your demo accounts. Don't be like me and practice strategies with real money. I'm always attempting to use my bad judgment in trading to prevent you all from making those mistakes. That's why you have demo accounts. Let's see what this is doing. So it's in consolidation. Right there. Let's drop down. So the next, on this one in particular, the next area I would be looking to take a trade because it's a downtrend would be right in here. So I would mark it and then I would leave and come back. All right. So let's see what we can find for a real trade. There it is. It's peaking. It's peaking. So, right here. See that wick that you see here? If you go down to the 1 minute, you see a blue candle. But this is one of those trades. I wouldn't tell you all to take it, but if I were by myself, this is one of those trades where I would take for a longer time frame because I know the direction is on my side. It could potentially come back here, but I know that's going to break out at some point. So that's one of those 10, 15 minute trades, but I still need it to peak. On the 1 minute, I still need it to peak below this area. So instead of hoping, you set a condition. If it pulls back to 146, then enter the trade. Does that make sense?
Yep.
See how, there it is. So the 146 wasn't met, but my condition of breaking through looks like it's about to be met. And it's off. And all you need, once I have a strike price, I move my line to the strike price. So let's say the strike price were 141. All you need for it to be is below 141 when your time expires. So this is a trade that would be in profit because I would have taken this for around a 10-minute trade before it broke out. So that's the stuff. And it comes with you practicing and trading. You start to develop intuition. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I'm always mentioning these patterns. It's a morning star.
But wait, before we get into this morning star, can we go back to that trade just now?
What was it?
It's a good question.
EUR/USD.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
looking at it broke through.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if your conditions are met on the RSI, are you looking for a buy?
I'm already in this for a put.
Right, but you can. What I'm saying.
Oh, would I enter a reverse trade in the trade?
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I love trapping price.
Right.
Love it. For you all who may not know, trapping price is, let's say hypothetically, price comes to this level right here and then shoots up. Then it comes to this level and shoots down. I love that because every time it bounces, I enter a put. I lower my risk. So, for example, one of my accounts now is around $260. So instead of trading 3%, I'll lower it down to 1%. And every time it spikes, I'll hit it. Put here. Call here. Put here. Call here. And hope to catch it in between. So this trade, we would have been good and in profit. So you have to develop your own set of conditions. Doesn't matter which strategy you use, whatever strategy somebody has, you need to develop your own conditions for taking a trade.
Because I would have took the call on that blue candle because my conditions were already met on the stochastic, and then I'm just waiting for the RSI. And once it gave me that little pullback, so for 3 candles, I just want to see if I would have cleared this on the call and the put.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely cleared on the put.
Yeah.
It's not even close. So if we were on an actual line chart, even though it's not far here, this is a long way on a line chart. Because the line chart measures pipettes.
Mm-hmm.
So if your strike price would have been here, that thing would have shot way down. And now you're just looking at the clock saying, come on, 10 more seconds.
Yeah, I would have cleared this call. Yep. Unless something crazy happened on that last.
Which it can. And it happens every time you over leverage. The universe said, I told you.
Yep. Yeah, that would have been perfect. All right, the morning star.
Morning star. All right. Where was that? Oh, here's another one. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we have on the hires. Here's your trade. If you have a live account, here it is right here. Let it come back. Let's see. Yeah. If it doesn't break 621, when this ticker stops, there's a put. Let's see what the next candle is. That's what I was looking for right there. This could be, see what that does. I was going to say that's going to be a morning star. There's the shoot up. Yeah, that's going to keep going. If you look at the 15, look at what's going on. And you have a downtrend. I'd have taken that. All right, where we going? Morning Star?
Mm-hmm.
Where was it? Right here. Morning Star. Whenever you have opposing candles, by opposing candles we mean candles in different directions. And then you have a wick. Let's see if this will work. That is longer than both. If it's at the bottom, that's a morning star. If it's at the top, that's an evening star. Morning star indicates a push to the upside. As you can see, it went up. An evening star, which is right here, indicates a push, a potential, always potential, push to the downside. When you learn to read basic patterns like that, it will enhance your trading. So again, evening star, where the middle wick is higher than the opposite wicks or candles. That's an evening star. That's a potential push to the downside. Morning star is the same pattern, opposite side. So morning star, the middle wick is lower than the two opposing candles. That's indication of a potential push to the upside. You identify all of these things, and that will increase your sniper position. Did that make sense?
Yep.
I just wanted to do a brief training because we're about to hop on live at 8 o'clock with Mello. So get your accounts ready if you have accounts.
Oh, never mind.
Go ahead.
No, I thought never mind. I've got it mixed up with his training Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But he's doing 8 o'clock every day.
8 o'clock Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Got it.
So guys, I hope this helped a little bit. 8 o'clock.
Helped a lot.
Cool. I'll drop the link in the chat. Y'all pack this call out. Let's bring some energy to the call. Let's see if we can make some money. I'll be trading demo because I hit my 20% earlier today. And I want to maintain that discipline, but I'll be trading on my demo account. So y'all, let's go see if we can make some money.
Thank you, Doc.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Doc.
Oh, before I go, my RSI settings for those who may have come late.
Thank you, Doc.
You're welcome. Here they are. So the input, the length is 5. That's the only thing you have to change. The other two are default.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me just take picture.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
And then
Style.
the style, I changed it. I changed my upper band and lower band. Usually it's 3070, and most people tell you to put it at 2080. My lower band is 10. My upper band is 85.
Thank you. That's all I need.
Also, Doc, can you drop the link for Mello's thing?
Absolutely. About to do that now. So I'll see y'all on the other side.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you.